What's cracking? Josie Garfunkle. Let's learn some shit. In this episode of the G Show, I'm going to walk you through how to replace your vanilla Heli spawns on Livonia with DabZ and DoritoZ airdrops. Let's jump right into this. To get you started on this add-on, hop over here to the G code, link in the description, you already know, and grab you a copy of DabZ airdrops. It's a Livonia Heli replacement. This is going to replace all of your vanilla helicopters. Spawn points are not identical per se. They have the y-axis added in now, but it's a direct replacement. We're going to add this in. We're going to check it out. All right, so to get cracking on this add-on, we need to open up a few files. We're going to take a look at the globals.xml. We're going to take a look at the events.xml, the eventgroups.xml, the eventspawns.xml, and the map group proto. So we're going to start with the events. In your events, since this is a direct Heli replacement for Livonia as a whole, you're going to search for your Heli crashes. So in either text editor, Control F, it's going to bring up a search window or a search bar, one or the other. Visual Studio Code has a drop-down bar. And we're simply going to search Heli. It's going to bring us to the Heli crash. You can make this inactive. You can delete it. I'm going to comment it out. I like to keep all vanilla snippets intact at all times so I can always revert back. Control S to save constantly, make it a habit. And all we're going to do is copy this event, Control C, and we're going to paste it right here in our event.xml, Control V. For this scenario, I haven't seen it yet, so we're going to exaggerate this, see what happens, see where we get. I'm not even going to count it. We're just going to freeball it. Lifetime, make that something short so we can easily check it out. Let's make that even shorter, actually. Add the restock for a 0 so it comes back fast. Give ourselves a short radius here. And we'll even leave the secondary for now. Control S to save. Let's move on to our event spawns as it is in the example file. Right at the top here, we have our helicopter. So once again, delete or comment out or leave it. You've already made the event inactive, so it's irrelevant what you do with the event spawns. Still going to comment it out of habit. Copy this whole section of event spawns, Control C, paste that right in here, Control V, and then you're going to Control S to save your file again. Moving on to our event groups. In the example file, we're going to copy this little cluster, Control C, and we're going to paste that right in here with our other event groups, Control V. Again, Control S to save, make it a constant. And down here at the bottom, we have our map group proto. Now, if you have the airdrop from before, this is the same one. But just to be safe, search your file for that item, the static object wooden crate 5, to make sure you don't already have an existent proto. You do not want to run duplicates. I do not have one in here, so I simply need to copy this whole insert under my defaults, or all the way at the bottom if you would like, above the closing tag, either or, paste this section in. Control S to save, of course. And lastly, we're going to take a look at our globals.xml. I didn't go over it in the first version of this video, however, I did in our recent one, but I'm going to recap again. So, if you're running a short radius on your event group airdrop, then you're going to want to change your cleanup avoidance to 0. So when the event disappears, the loot disappears with it. If you're running vanilla standards of the 1,000 meter radius, you can leave this at 100. So it will act as vanilla. Next, we need to take a look at the cleanup lifetime limit. This is how many items can despawn at once. As per the previous videos, this is a lot of items in a small area at once, and we are potentially adding multiple. So you may need to add more to this number so the multiple types can despawn. Of course, compensate for the other items within the map. Probably 200 would be good for this example, but you might have to play with that a little bit. And lastly, we're going to take a look at the respawn types. This is going to be how many types can spawn at a time. We want to bump this a nice little chunk just because it is multiple different types for these event groups. Control S to save, make it a habit. All right, so once we have all our files collected with all our little snippets pasted into each of them, we need to upload these to our DoritoZ server or other server that you may be using. This works also for PC. I will be uploading this to a local server due to DoritoZ hit your boy up. Like, come on, man. So here we are on our local server. Had to fish around for a little bit and find one. But here we have the same airdrop from the last video here in Livonia. And this is where the heli would be. Got some zombies around it already. Let's spawn our player over here so we can see the whole picture. Alright, so for decoration, we got a crater here. Got some flames and smoke. Plenty of loot here. And an annoying zombie. So that's going to be it for this one. Nice little way to change up your vanilla heli spawns with something a little different. Hope you players enjoy it. Hope you learn some shit. I'm out.